Hello, this is Ted Argyle from Adrenaline Martial Arts Centre, and welcome to this video where we're going to talk about the 5 basic punches in boxing. So if we have our stance, I like to have my left foot forward, so that's my non-preferred side. If you're a southpaw, you'll probably have your right foot forward. I'm an orthodox fighter, so my left foot's forward, both hands are up near the face, elbow nice and close to the body. So the first punch we have is the jab, which generally speaking comes off the left hand. If you're a southpaw, that'll come off the right hand. It's on the lead side of the body. So if I have my both hands up near my face, when I execute the jab, I take a little bit of a step forward with that left foot. We get the left arm nice and straight. We want to make sure you turn your core. So you're turning your shoulders, turning your hips, turning your body, other hand up near the face. So a good way to gauge if this is correct, if you're doing this in front of the mirror, when at the completion of the punch, I should be side on to the mirror. If I'm a little bit square, that means I'm not rotating enough. So again, it's a step, a twist, and a jab. Just from side on, step and jab, step and jab. Noticing here that the shoulder comes up to kiss the cheek to provide some protection as we execute the punch on this side of the head. Other hands up on this side to protect the other side. So it's a step, twist, and jab. Okay, that same punch to the body is done just a little bit different. The upper body is more or less the same. What we do need to do is drop our weight so we're getting underneath the line of attack. So both hands are up near the face. I take a step in with my left foot. My right foot generally stays where it is. I have my left foot pointing towards the target. My right foot points off to a 90-degree angle from my target. I bend the knees, move my upper body to the right to evade any potential shots coming in, and then I shoot one to the body. Notice that the arm is nice and straight like we did to the head. So it's a step, twist, and punch. And that all happens in one action. Okay, next one is the right hand, the cross. So from here, upper body is more or less the same. There's a slight difference or a slight shift in the feet. So we take a step forward with the left foot, we get the right arm nice and straight, as we did with the jab. The only difference is my right foot now points towards where the target is. If my foot's still pointing this way or in another direction, it's difficult for me to rotate my hip. If I can't rotate my hip, I'm not rotating my core. If I'm not rotating my core, I'm limiting the amount of power I can generate. So I try to turn the foot towards the target, that frees my hip up, frees my shoulder up, frees my core up to get a full rotation. Making sure that you come up on the ball of the foot, not the toes of the foot. So you want to come up on the balls of the foot like so. So it's a step and punch. Punch, one more, punch. Okay, now as with the jab to the body, when we execute the cross to the body, we have to drop your level. So you need to get underneath the line of attack. If punches are dinging in towards my head this way and I just simply throw a punch like that, I'm still going to be caught. So you want to try and drop the weight down nice and low. So when I throw the jab, my body tilts to the right. When I throw the cross, body tilts to the left. So we step, move your upper body to the left, and then throw the right hand. So it's almost like I'm trying to put my right knee on the floor, but don't. So I step, twist, and punch. Try and turn the foot towards the target and bend the knee like this. So it's a step, twist and punch. Cool. Next is the hook. So we're just going to do it off the left hand for now. So as you take a step, there's different ways to set the hook up. We're going to do it the simplest way, which is to basically draw a circle from here, or a half circle I should say, to my intended target. So your fist will basically follow that line. If the target's where my hand is, the fist will follow that line to the target. So it's a step and then a circle. Now there are arguments to and fro in the boxing and the kickboxing world as to whether you should punch with your fist this way or fist that way. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. You need to make up your own mind about that. For me personally, when I attack the head, I like to have the fist this way. If I attack the body, we have the fist this way. So again, the left hook, here. Making sure there's forearms parallel to the floor, and just like the jab, I want to make sure I rotate my core as I hit. If I'm throwing a right hook, same thing. Okay, to the body, as I said a minute or so ago, we try to drop your hand so your fist is now in a vertical position, this way. And the punch will come up on a very slight angle. So we drop your hand down to the height of the target, Rotate the hips and the shoulders and punch. Making sure this other one's up to protect the face. Okay, same thing off the right. So you drop your hand temporarily to the height of the target, and then we rotate and punch. Again, the punch comes up on a very slight angle. Okay, next one is the uppercut. So if we take the uppercut, if you think about the hooking line as a half circle from your head to your intended target, this is basically the same shape, but this way, coming underneath. So my hands start here. If I'm hitting with my left hand, punch shoots underneath this way. Making sure, of course, that the punch doesn't overshoot and come back this way. It needs to go up and through the target. Making sure the other one's up in the face. Same thing with the right. Now the right will go, the footwork will be pretty much the same as it was with the cross, where you turn your feet in. So the left one, right one. And the last one is the fourth one, uppercut to the body. Shoots in this one. Now just like the hook to the body, the punch comes up on a very slight angle. So you're not punching in a straight line like that, but it comes up into the torso. Remembering that the body punch, whether it's a jab, a cross, or hook, or an uppercut, is anywhere between the neck and the hips. So any of those targets are fine, and you'll have to tailor your punch a little bit depending on the height of the target and the height of your opponent as well. Obviously, if your opponent is taller and you're punching higher, then your uppercut's going to be higher, even though you're still aiming midsection perhaps. So that will be tailored depending on the target a little bit, but the punch does come up on a very slight angle, boom, making sure the other hand's up near the face. And as with the cross, footwork is more or less the same. The fifth punch, the last punch, is the overhand right. Now, if you're a left-hander, there'll be an overhand left. So you can do it off your lead hand. We're just going to do it off the dominant hand for now. So this is basically taking that circular shape. So if you remember when we did the hook, it went in this kind of circle. When you did the uppercut, it goes in this circle. The overhand right more or less goes on this kind of arc. That's exaggerated, but it needs to go over the top of our opponent's defence. This works perfectly if you're sparring somebody or fighting somebody who has their lead hand forward. What we're aiming to do is to come over the top of that lead hand with our rear hand, like this. Or another way to explain it, think about doing a freestyle swing stroke. It's basically a very similar kind of arm action over the top. Okay, we put all that together.